There we go. As you can see, we are going through the farm. You just get kind of flung out of the... Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Wazz, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a simple AFK farm in Build for Treasure. Now this AFK farm is a lot cheaper and a lot easier to build and set up than a regular AFK farm. It takes about less than 10 minutes to set this whole thing up. It's really easy. And you only need about 1,500 blocks and the scale tool and the screwdriver tool. Now that might sound expensive, but if you've ever built an AFK farm before, then you'll know that that is actually pretty cheap for an AFK farm. All AFK farms will require the tools, but most AFK farms use like 5,000 blocks, something like that. And this one only uses 1,500, so it's actually a lot cheaper than most AFK farms. So yeah, that's really all I have to say. So without any further ado, let's get straight into how to build it. Alright guys, to start things off, we're going to want to go ahead and come over here to this corner, just like I am here, over here. Also, by the way, it does not matter what team you're on. I'm on white team just because, I don't know, I want to build it on here. But anyways, you can build this on any team, it really doesn't matter. So what you're going to do, come up to this corner like this, and place a wood rod, just like I do, right there in that spot. Make sure it's not all the way in the corner, just about right here. So now, once you have that, you're going to place a block that you have a lot of. Just take whatever block that you have the most of. It's probably going to be titanium or obsidian because people have a lot of those blocks. Anyways, you're going to place that on the rod and then go ahead and get out your scale tool. Scale this down to about half the size, just like this, and then scale it all the way out so that it goes, well, actually not all the way out. Scale it so that it goes to the other edge of this light green area. So let's just go this back a bit. There we go, just like that. So now, once you have that, you're going to go ahead and click it again and set the scale to 85, just like I do here. 85, there we go. And now just scale it out once. Boom, there we go, just like that. And you can actually set this back to 1. We don't need to do anything else with the scale tool. So yeah, now that we have this done, we can go ahead and build the portal. So for the portal, you're just going to come up to this corner and place the portal about there. Not all the way in the corner, that's important. That will actually not work. Place it like kind of there, kind of in the corner-ish, but not all the way. And then color it whatever you want. You don't have to color it if you don't want to, but I recommend coloring it so it doesn't get mixed up with any other portals. Anyways, once you have that, we're actually going to go ahead and do the funnel part. So what we're going to do for that, set your rotation to 15 degrees, hover this block kind of in front of the portal, and we're going to go we're going to press R on the keyboard 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And then place that block, go ahead, scale it to about half the size like that, and then bring it all the way over to the edge of this platform here, and it's sticking off a bit. Let's just go ahead, there we go, just like that. Now you really don't need to make this too high. Now this is not high enough, but if you scale it up once, that should actually do it. That's high enough, but just to be safe, you could do it about this high. But since I have enough blocks, I'm just going to go all the way that high because that just looks nicer. But again, you do not need to do that. You only have to make it about this high. As long as it keeps your character in, that's all that matters. So anyways, once you have that, you're going to come over here to the corner again, but except it's this corner this time, and you're going to get out pistons. Now, with the pistons, you're just going to place 15... Hold on, let's set our rotation back to 90. You're going to place 15 pistons facing into this thing, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, just like that. This is what it should look like. Now, on the back of these pistons, place a plastic block. Make sure this block is anchored, by the way. Just anchor that block, and then place a switch on this block, and that will control the pistons. So there we go. We have this actual part built. Now, there's about 2 other things we need to build real quick, and they are very easy to build. So basically, to build those, we're just going to come over here. Come back here a bit and then place down a wood rod again. Now you're going to place a heavy block on this wood rod and then scale it out about this much so it looks like this. It's kind of just like just make sure it looks like this. Then place an ultra thruster facing into it like this. Make sure it's facing this way, like kind of towards the funnel part. That's pretty important. So once you have that, you can go ahead and place a car seat next to it. And we will actually get back to this later. Don't worry about it now. We will set this whole thing up in a minute here, but there's one more thing we need to build, and that is the actual portal. So to build the portal, it's really simple. All you do, place down a wood rod on the ground, then place a titanium block on it, scale it out a bit on each side, and then place a portal horizontally on this block. just like that, and that is actually all you have to do. Actually, no, there's one more thing. Make sure you place a chair just like I do here, facing the same way. place it like that, and then place a wood block on the end of this chair. So the whole thing looks like this. Now that is actually everything built. So we can actually save this now. And now it's time to actually set up this entire farm. Actually, you know what? No, there's one thing I forgot. I'm glad I remembered this because that would be bad if I forgot. Anyways, there's one more thing. All you need to do is make a little rod thing, like a little pole that comes off of here, and just scale it out so it's like about that long, and then we can actually save it. So there we go. I'm glad I remembered that, because if I forgot that, that'd be pretty bad. Anyways, now we actually have the whole thing saved. So what we can do is to set this up, we just flick the lever. And if it does that, that just means we forgot to delete the pole. So delete the pole first, and then flick the lever, and it should slide into place just like that. It looks good. It's in front of the trees. Very good. So now, once you have that, we're going to go ahead and sit in the car seat and delete this, this pole here. So now what we're going to do is get out your screwdriver tool and select this block. So now what we're going to do, we're going to press F and then click the anchor button. So you got to do this pretty fast. It doesn't have to be super fast, but just do it pretty fast. So I'm going to do it here just like this. So press F and then anchor it just like that. So now we can go ahead and get our scale tool out and scale this up so that the thruster just flies into space. That doesn't matter. It's fine. And then just use the scale tool to move this block over and just scale it so that it's kind of inside of this other block here. And now when you touch it, it should move you forward like a treadmill. There we go, just like that. So now there's only one last thing we need to set up, and that is the portal part. Now this part is extremely easy. Make sure you have shift lock on in your settings before doing this. If you're on mobile, what you can do is instead of using shift lock, you can just zoom in your camera. That will also work. So yeah, anyways, we're gonna go ahead and to set this up, sit in the chair and then place a hinge on top of this block here facing into your chest area. So now we're gonna go ahead and get out get out a cake, and then we're just gonna, oh, I accidentally placed a hinge. So then get out your cake and just place it like that so it's halfway in the block. And now you should be able to delete the wood and the chair, and you will actually be floating. So just delete this pole, and we can actually use W to go up and spacebar to go backwards. So all you need to do is just fly this portal back here. Now make sure you stop right before hitting this black wall. If you go through the black wall, it'll like break. So don't go through the black wall. Make sure you stop right before the black wall, because if you don't go through the black wall, then you don't get gold, and that'll just defeat the purpose of this farm. So anyways, we're gonna go ahead and head almost to the black wall, but not quite. So we gotta be very careful not to actually touch it. So that's close enough for me. So once you have your portal close, you're just gonna go ahead and anchor the portal. And then we're going to go ahead, delete this this block here, and the portal should be floating, and we can just reset, and that is actually the entire farm set up. It should immediately start working, so here we go, let's wait. And there we go. As you can see, we are going through the farm. You just get kind of flung out of the portal. You might come out of the portal the wrong way, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, there we go. As you can see, we get about 34 gold every time you go through it. Now, I don't know why my portal is flinging me back. Oh wait, no, that was only a one-time thing. So as you can see, 34 gold every time. It only takes about, like, I don't know, like 20 seconds to go through this whole thing. So 30 gold in 20 seconds. That's actually not too bad. So yeah, that's really all I have to say about this thing. Yeah, I hope you guys found this helpful. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.